I can't sleep, but that's because I have a job to do. Welcome back to tonight's sad reality. What do I have for tonight? Well, how much is your time worth? How much is your loyalty worth? How much is anything worth? What shall I discuss tonight? Well, worth, I suppose, or time, or everything. So I was playing Path of Exile with some friends today, and it was funny, because I wasn't even supposed to be playing with some certain friends, because I had other friends flake on me, and I'm like, well, that's fun. Well, other people like flaking, and that's life. Why do we do that? Why do we just like not commit to the things that we ought to do, and then do the things we don't ought to do? It's like, wow, that sucks. Hopefully this is not too loud. It's a little loud to me, but OBS should have it reduced. Speaking of reducing things, talk about the bitrate again for the 8 millionth time in a row. It's something I've noticed in the world is we're so quick to say we're going to support things with money or time, whatever, just in general, the vibes, and then we can't back that up. We don't actually show up to things we say we're going to, and, well, life persists as it does, I suppose. Are we happy like that? I don't know. I mean, I hope we learn from that. But why is it so hard for us to commit to things? It feels like it shouldn't be, but yet it is. I love this game, by the way. This is a game I've played for a good while. I think this is like my 18th, 19th character at this point. Most of them didn't complete, and that's because, well, I suck at this game. But, don't we all? So, hey, it's still more balanced than Path of Exile 2, am I right or am I right? I don't know, I know nothing about that game either. I kind of want to blaze through this because I don't really know how to build this character, and therefore just run through everything. But so many people say they're going to show up to things in life, and then they don't. There's so many people who don't say they're going to show up, and then they do. And it's crazy, because I feel like we remember the people that piss us off and don't do the things they say they're going to do, rather than the people that do the things they don't even say they're going to do. And we're like, we don't think about that. We don't just let it be. And I feel like we ought to remember those people a little more for the things that they've done in our lives, all the good. I'm spamming one ability because this is how this game is played. On the right side, what I like about this game is this one's actually a little bit more of a brain dead game, so I can actually kind of like vibe, talk, do all this stuff, because it's just left click, spam W, welcome back to League of Legends. It's all the same, I guess. Until I run into like either a unique or a bunch of blue enemies, and then it's like, oh, panic. It's time for panicking. Put the panic back in Hispanic. I don't know. Something political. Hopefully not. This channel's gonna die before it's even started. Just because political stuff. Am I allowed to have a sense of humor? It's really easy to see support from people like verbally, and it's crazy too because I had a Patreon for a previous channel and stuff, and people would give like money for that. But then when you ask them to say, "Hey, can you like you want to show up for this? You want to be a part of this event, whatever?" People are just like, "Nah, I'm fine giving you my $3. Then I won't do that." And then the people that are like, "Hey, can I get $3?" and it's like $3, it's like nothing. They don't do that, but then they do all these other things, and I'm like, why can't we have the best of both worlds? You know, it's like tithe and offerings in church or something. Maybe I'm too greedy or something. Hopefully not. I mean, I'm thinking more of people than I do myself. I don't tithe, even though I should. I've been thinking about that too. It's like, well, if I were to donate to the church, how much would I owe? A lot. That's the truth of it. A lot. This guy's a tank and a half, jeez. All the blood particles and stuff. Talk lie for your reward. Talk lie. This game is made by a bunch of British people. Maybe I do that now. Why? Because rewards are funny. I've hosted so many events where people, like, they all mark as interested on Discord, and they're like, yeah, I'll be there, dude, it's gonna be so cool, and this, that, and then people just don't. You know what I've seen is really interesting? The people that are super reliable, they're often very quiet. They're not like a hype man, they're not a yes man, they're just there. And I'm also not gonna spend my skill points because I'm gonna save those because I'm doing a whole build, and I'm just gonna wait, and I'm gonna be patient, and I'm gonna wait. It's really hard for me to do some days, especially days like today where I got 4 hours of sleep the night before. But I, in fact, have a job, and that job is YouTube, and giving my voice to the internet and a place where it goes to die, because it'll be siphoned by AI bots. And, the Terminator, and I don't know, I'm about to sneeze. Snooze break. Flaking doesn't just waste time, it erodes trust for so many people. It's literally just like, oh hey, so you know that thing that I, like, pretend to care about? Well, I don't actually care. It's the same thing too, when I see people, we work together, do this, and then it's like, well, we care about this until we don't care about this. We only care up until a certain point, because it's convenient, because we can do this, we don't have to do it, so then why do it at all? It's like, we can cheat friends like that, but do we? Ought we to? Ought we not to? Is that English? Why? Like, sometimes I wonder if I started this channel on, like, the basis of, like, I'm pissed off at the world, or I'm pissed off at things in general. And then, you know what my pastor said this Sunday? He was like, hey, so you know how sometimes you feel kind of lonely, and it feels like you're the only one left in the world that matters? Well, it's not actually like that. Just trust me. Life wants to make it seem like that, but people care more than you think they do. Even if it seems like they don't. At the very least, there will be reconciliation at the very end for all of it, so just remember that. This channel's going schizo before it's even in there. Maybe that's who I am, or who I always was. That's tonight's real sad reality. Or maybe I'm just, like, I'm tired. Like, 4 hours of sleep last night, that's what it kind of does too, but I still ought to try the best I can. Also, did they retexture these guys? I swear they didn't have, like, these huge, like, cup-looking things on them. On their backs. I haven't played this game in a while, and I know, like, Path of Exile 2, they went through a lot of changes. So Shield Bash is super spammable. Holy. Some people drop cash, like, it'll do the talking for them, and I think that's kind of cool, kind of funny sometimes, and, like, we can all appreciate money. I feel like there's not a single person in the world who can't be like, this wasn't really something I appreciate, unless maybe you're Jesus and Judas just sold you for, like, 10 pieces of silver, then I could probably understand it. But, people have a general appreciation of that, and I think that's because it's money in terms of things we can understand. It's like, this $3 here, this is a cigarette. One cigarette, thanks inflation. This is a pack of cigarettes, this is gum, this is Mike and Ike's, whatever your favorite candy is, you know? And sure, that's cool, and we can understand that, appreciate it, but it's kind of hard to be like, oh hey, this person spent like 5 hours on a birthday gift? That's kind of cool. And maybe I'm talking from experience, maybe I've had people spend more time than I've spent on other people on me, and then be like, I don't deserve this, and then I just don't even really think about it. But I mean, people do that, I'm sure. I know I've done that for one person who was really important in my life at one point. And maybe it's sad to think that it goes unnoticed. I don't think it does go unnoticed. I think people remember, and even if there's that sad truth kind of hiding under all of it, people remember. People remember. It's crazy too, because it feels like, I think I said this in another video, but it's so easy to lie about things nowadays, but why bother doing that? I told the friend who I was playing this with originally, the people who weren't supposed to show up and then showed up anyways, while the people who flaked. And I was like, I'm not going to play this character without you, I wouldn't do that, right? And then here I am playing this, because I want to make a video. I'm going to go play through the entire rest of the campaign with them anyways, backtracking, and like the levels scale downwards, I hope they won't be too pissed, because I do think about that. But, being someone of, like, a manager word, is it crazy to say that's kind of hard nowadays? Am I a Looney Tune for thinking that? It feels like no one's really doing that, no one's really trying that. Maybe it's like the new meta, and the rediscovering this meta in social dynamics, psychology, or something. I like psychology, but I was a Looney Tune back then. I played games in, like, every class, and it was fun. Was it productive? No. Did my teacher care? No. Did I get an A in that class? Yes. Did I deserve it? Maybe. I remember a lot of that stuff, and I have, like, tons and tons of pages of notes from it. Like, I would have every note on the slideshow written down, but I'd also be playing games, so do with that information what you will. The rich in spirit kind of tend to be poor in wallet, and I think that's funny, because I'm like, I don't know what that means for me if I say that, because I'm like, okay, I probably have more to my name than most people do at this age. Not because of success, but because I just save money, I just don't spend it, I save it, and then don't do anything with it, which I think the Bible also says don't do that. I don't know, though. I mean, saving's like a good thing, but don't just save and do nothing. It's like the parable of the people who, the one guy like buries his money, and then it's like, oh hey, maybe don't do that. You can make money with your money. You should be doing that. Like, I should be paying people to make stuff if I have the ability to do that. But then my parents don't approve of it. And I'm just like, what do you want from me, world? Is it my tithe? Is my tithe cursing me because I haven't tithed? Probably. Might as well rename this video just like religious rantings. Not AI trust. I was kind of joking earlier today that we're gonna need to like reinvent the Turing test just because it feels like so much stuff is AI generated. And what's even worse, I think, is that like replacing people interaction with AI interaction. It's like, oh hey, people flake, so what if we just like had bots and scripts and algorithms that don't flake, you know? Is that a world we want to live in? Probably not. Sounds like it's sad reality. I love Quicksilver flasks. I know this flask is like kind of mid-late game, doesn't really do much, but I always found it funny, just gotta like speeding through things. I guess like map player is an actual thing, but I don't know. Again, I'm a Looney Tune. I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. Or maybe I say that just to pretend not to, and I actually know everything. When someone bakes you a gift, like they put their time into it, so much time. If they like truly like craft it. When I say bake, I mean like it's like a slow cook, you know? That's hard to do, too. Especially to love someone to the point where you're like, hey, I'm gonna spend time on you. It was kind of funny, because like Father's Day was here, and I didn't really do too much for that. Mother's Day, or not Mother's Day, my mom's birthday was here. I didn't really do too much for that. And I'm 21 thinking, well, I think there's some statistic where it's like, as an adult, you've already spent 90% of your life with your parents. Like, prior to this generation at least, most people would spend 90% of their lives with their parents when they were like 18 or something, and then the rest of that time spent with them would just be spread out throughout the remaining years of their lives or whatever. 40, 50 something years, hopefully. Assuming good health and conditions and all that, favorable outcomes. Is that sad? I don't know. Is that the way it's supposed to be? I don't know. Haruhi, the false god. The lightning strikes. Maybe I should, like, actually use my skill points and I won't be, like, suffering here. I don't know if I've done, like, a challenge for this, where they just take as much damage in the world and don't use their skill points. And I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Because I'm out of flasks. There we go. That's what I need to see. I'd love to see that. It's just crazy, too, because people with nothing find ways to give themselves in ways that we wouldn't expect. But, you know. Again, you can talk about the Bible being full of instances of stuff like that. I hope that inspires some people, too, to be like, hey, if you don't have much, well, you actually have more than the people who do have much, because you can do so much more than you think, in ways that are so much more inspiring and impactful in people's lives. Really, all it takes is a pen, paper, and time. I mean, drawing, making something, creating something, speaking words in people's lives that they wouldn't hear without you. You think people spend $5 to feel better about not doing anything? You think that's why on TV you see those ads, and it's like, these dogs will literally die. We're putting them in this animal shelter, and we're crushing their bones into glue, but we need your $5 a month to keep them alive. And it's just, I'm a psychopath. So, do you think people pay the $5 so they're not gluified? Because it's like a cleansing of their conscience? Like, you could go work at an animal shelter, and sure, that might mean more. But, I mean, truth be told, it wouldn't work without both the people putting in the effort and the people who sponsor it, right? So I guess there's a bit of both. Can't do one without the other. Can't have people putting in money, a bunch of rich billionaires, and then no one to enact the whims and whimsicals of said people. Kind of brings up like that age-old question. I don't even know. Is a blacksmith only as good as his tools? Can a sculptor and artist are they only as good as their clay? I mean, sure, there's a lot of like natural talent that goes into things. As a blacksmith, you can have all the strength in the world and the diligence, the time commitment. But if you have garbage metal, I mean, maybe you'll never make something better than the canvas you were painting on in the first place. Where does this go with friends? Don't have garbage friends, and you'll make your life worth the time you spend on them, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully, that's inspirational for us. I don't remember Inspirobot. It was like, gosh. So one of my friends showed me this in high school, I believe. It is just a bot that would keep producing random quotes that mean absolutely nothing, or sometimes kind of vulgar, and you're just like, well, I'm so glad this is in my life today. Thank you, random person, for showing me this. So glad I needed this. Like quote from How to Train Your Dragon. Thank you for nothing, you useless animal, or something. So many flasks I'm literally not going to use. I take it back. I need the large life flask. If you've seen me suffering, my HP has been suffering. That's because I need your $5 a month to not get gluified. Darkwood Scepter. Oh my gosh, I need one of those. See, I'm like already basically a YouTuber. You just chill out, say I need your $5 a month to not be turned into glue every 5 seconds, and welcome to being a modern YouTuber. You gotta plug, you gotta shill, you gotta do all these things that everyone does already. Is the way forward up to the left? I think it is. Can I shield dash up this? I wonder if I could dash up it though. I don't know, I'm probably overthinking this. How much more to this story do I have? I don't know. I don't probably have that many interesting jokes anyway, so we'll see. It'll always be a gamble with these videos. I was thinking it was 22. With the title in mind for this video, which I'm literally forgetting, because again, 4 hours of sleep kicking in right now, goes a little crazy. Wrote it down somewhere, trust me on that. I was like, do I make this a long video or a short video? Because if you make it a short video, maybe it means more with the little time you put into it. Or if it's a long video, it means more because you put a lot of time into it. Decisions. Time is the only currency you can't earn back, so you kind of got to spend it wisely and hope that whatever investment you made was worth the risk. I mean, it's not a... Well, I guess it is an investment if it has no risk. Is it? I don't know, I'd have to like look that one up. But in the end, people remember who showed up, not the people who sent money. It's kind of a funny thing too, because YouTubers would be like, hey, I'm going to shout out all my Patreon members. I'm going to give them lip service and say their name. Because I like... I'm going to summon this thing and regret it in 5 seconds. This is about to be awful. Actually, it's not going to be that bad, because this just summons all the ones I kill. And if I just don't kill that many, it's not going to be that bad. Oh, but I want to break open all the chests, I believe. Am I missing any chests? I have no idea what this event is. I remember seeing this like one time and then never again. I'm gonna die, aren't I? And the music changed too. That's how you know it's picking up. I don't seem too powerful, but I'm gonna get like crit into Oblivion here or something crazy. The Whalebone Rapier. The Rapier. Imagine being like a swordsman YouTuber and getting your video demonetized because you said rapier, or whatever they say. I don't know how to pronounce words correctly. You think I'd play D&D once or twice and know what a rapier is? A rapier. But I'll just kick this open. Oh, that's sick. Nice. I know I haven't even finished this whole event yet. It's just all these other things I gotta loot and kill and stuff. Well, I'll probably close at the end of this event, too. Talk is cheap, time is not. And, if people care, then I feel like, well, we ought to prove it, you know? It's one thing to have a huge measure of faith, it's another to actually do something with that. So, I challenge people. I challenge a lot of people around me, too, so I'm like, hey, if it feels like everyone that walks into the store is a zombie, and we're the only real people, some days we look like zombies, and sometimes we act like zombies, and some days we do the same thing zombies do. So maybe let's not moan and groan and walk like zombies. What's the point of calling out people zombies and then doing the same thing for ourselves, right? Is that a call to action? Welcome to The Walking Dead. And remember too, as well, every time you do something to people, they remember it. It's like that meme in video games where people are like, this person will remember. Clicking on people. Oh, that's unique. That's really early. Jeez, I'm surprised I found that. Thank you, game. Great way to end the video. Let's see what this is. Bunch of root evasion. This is like Elusivum. Oh, so that's just like really nice if you're playing on hardcore, which I'm not, because I'm playing with a friend. And I'll also take this iron ring, because it's funny. People remember the things we do, and the life we have, and all of that. If you have people in your lives that mean something, I wouldn't waste that. I wouldn't bet it on anything. I would do the best you can to maintain it, because we don't last forever. We can hope we do, but we don't. And just try the best we can. With all that said, this has been tonight's Sad Reality. Thank you for watching, listening, podcasting, perhaps tuning in. This is on the radio now, I suppose. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow night.